Hey friends! So because it's close to Christmas time, I wanted to do something Christmas themed. And so I decided I wanted to do a deconstructed gingerbread house object typography project. And so I'll be using gingerbread as the base, and then I'll be using frosting to attach candy to create the type. My name is Angela and I'm a visually impaired designer. Alright, so the first thing I have is a big rectangular slab of gingerbread, and I just used a gingerbread house recipe, and instead of making it in smaller ones, I just did one big rectangular slab. I have made some royal icing and it's in a piping bag ready to go. And then I have some of these gummy candies. They're in different shapes like Christmas trees, snowmen, a bell. Some of them are Santas, and there's red, white, and green, and I'll be using this in my design. Then I have some green and red M&Ms. I have crushed candy cane, and then I also have mini marshmallows that I'll be using in my design. Alright, so I already planned out my concept. So I have two of these gingerbread slabs. One of them will say Merry, and it will have a border with some of the candies, and the M&Ms will write out the word Merry. And then on the other slab, I'll do Bright and do the opposite reverse colors that I did on the Merry one. And then I'll put those on either side with a gap in the middle, and then I'm gonna take these crushed up candy canes and lay them out, and then do negative space and write the word and. And this is all just an experiment as I go. I've never actually done this other than one project that I tried in college. And so this is just for fun. If it doesn't turn out perfectly, that's fine because I had fun doing it. So let's go ahead and start making it. Alright, so I've mapped out the general concept so I can see if it will work and fit on this slab. So I have a border of the gummy candies, 2 red for 1 white, and then just repeat that pattern all the way around. Then I have a border of marshmallows, and then M&Ms will spell out the letters. So now I'm going to go ahead and start using the frosting to get the border on. And once I've done the border completely with all the icing and got it all set in place, I will go ahead and do the type and make it more meticulous and finessed so that it looks good. Here I am putting on the border pieces with my royal frosting, a row of the gummy candies, and then a row of marshmallows inside of that. Next, in the center, I drew out the word Merry in all caps and used that as a guideline to where to place the green M&Ms. Alright, I have my Merry gingerbread sheet all ready to go. So I just did the simple letters. It turned out pretty good from what I was hoping for it to be, pretty even, have the same X height along the whole thing, and then also the bottom and tops to align. So, while it's basic, I'm happy with how I was able to make it look. And now I'm gonna go ahead and work on the second gingerbread sheet, and it will say Bright. And now I'm working on the second sheet of gingerbread, and I am putting the outside border with the green and white gummies on it. Next, I will put the row of marshmallows on the inside border. Alright, now I have the border for the bright gingerbread board here. And on this one, I used green candies instead of red on the outside so that it will be reversed of the Merry one. And now I'm going to do the M&M letters with red M&Ms. Okay, now I'm going to take a Sharpie and write out the word roughly Bright. This right here is why you shouldn't use Sharpie, because I messed up. Just have to do my best with it. Now it's time to put the red M&Ms to spell out the word bright. All right, here's the one that says bright. This one definitely didn't turn out as clean as Mary. It has a lot more frosting that dried really fast. I noticed that over time the frosting got harder and harder to work with, so it got a little messier and was more difficult. But here it is. I also messed up with the letters a little more, so definitely more happy with Mary, but here it is. Okay, so far I have Mary on the left, and then I have Bright on the right, and then here in the middle on the actual table, I'm gonna go ahead and dump my candy canes that are crushed on here. I'm gonna lay it out and I'm gonna draw an ampersand in the middle, and then it's gonna hopefully come really well together. So I'm choosing to do an ampersand just because it will feel more exciting and fancy, and just, I like ampersands, so we're gonna go with that. So I'm gonna kind of lay this out how I want it to look without the symbol in there. And then we will draw in and maneuver it. So here it is without making the ampersand, kind of just like a loose, nice circle. And now let's draw it in. So there's a lot of different ways you can draw ampersand, but I'm gonna go for a more traditional one. So I'm gonna go, this is gonna take some finessing here. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna work on this and then I'll let you know when I'm done. All right, that was surprisingly tedious. I had to do a lot of moving it over and over and over, pushing it out of the way and then moving it again. But here's my ampersand. It's not perfect, but it works. So we have Mary and Bright. This was a fun video to create for you guys. Just go out there and create something that you're scared to create, and who knows how it will turn out. And next time you do it, hopefully it will be even better. I hope that you all have a fantastic week, and Merry Christmas to you all, and to all a good night.